Hi there friends, how's it going? My name is Kevin and today we're going to be doing some more cooking. I brought along my cookbook and we're going to make some macaroons. Okay, so the first step is to mix the ground almonds and icing sugar together into a bowl to produce a fine powder. Sounds pretty easy. Okay, the last time I feel like I had a bit of issues with the right quantities. So what I did this time was I bought 100 grams of ground almonds, which is exactly the amount I need. Therefore, no measuring and no space for error. Okay, so if you watched the last episode, you probably thought the meringue was where the downfall was.
It doesn't look exactly like is in the picture.
We gotta make another meringue. However, this time I got some egg whites pre-bottled in the store, so this time, I mean, I could easily do it, you know, normally with eggs and stuff. It was so easy last time, but I just want to do it this way for your sake, just to save your time, so we'll do it this way. But you should probably do it with eggs, like I normally could if I wanted to. Perfect! Absolutely perfect! Look at that. That is amazing. A chef just knows, you know, a chef knows what he's freaking doing. So now I need to mix these egg whites with castor sugar and make sure I get stiff peaks. That's very important, and it's already going so much better than last time. Look at that. That is great. Let's mix till we're stiff.
Unfortunately, whisks sometimes give me flashbacks to the war. I could have edited this out, but I felt it's necessary to show the true reality.
Yeah, cooking! Wow, I must say this is beginning to look like the best meringue I ever made. Which says a lot, actually, because the last one was equally good. Fuck! Just like that hit TV show at Twin Stiff Peaks. It's really stiff. Look at that. Doesn't that remind you of anything? It doesn't remind me of anything, it's just I was wondering if it reminded you of anything. You might let me know in the comments if it does. Now there's a special test involved with meringue, and main chefs like Gordon Ramsay, who I have been compared to, by the way.
If it's in a YouTube comment, that means it's true. La la la, can't hear you. La 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 la.
Would be doing this where it's basically the idiot's ice bucket challenge, and you hold it above your head. So we're gonna see if my meringue is stiff enough. I was really confident going into that. Yeah, this is easy. You know, I probably make it look easy, but this is actually really hard to do. Not everyone could do this. I could wear that like a hat. I could wear that every day of the week. M'lady, you know? That would be fancy. That I could be the white knight. The meringue knight, they'd call me. I'd walk in, the lady would be waiting by the door, I'd open the door, I'd go, M'lady. Meringue, you know? Anyway, we should probably keep cooking. Fold the almond mixture into the egg white, along with your chosen flavoring and or coloring using a large metal spoon. You will get a stiff, shiny and smooth mixture. That's high hopes. And it really shouldn't tell me what I'm gonna get. It kind of ruins the surprise. I don't have a metal spoon. Do I have a metal spoon? Ha! Who knew? Since when do they make spoons out of metal? Now, as we learned last time with the baked Alaska, you just fold it in. Oh, this is cool. Look at it. Look at it go. It's having a great time in there. This is nothing like my last meringue. Meringue is like a snowflake. None are quite alike. Sometimes they come out like this, and sometimes they come out like that. Okay, so I need 2 drops of lemon essence and 2 drops of yellow food coloring. We're just going to do one flavor actually because I don't want to have to make 2 batches, even though I could definitely do that perfect meringue again, no problem. But the problem is, they don't have little dropper thingies, so I gotta do tiny little drops. That's about right. I'm hit! I'm hit!
This is what happens when you're a cook. No one sees the dirty side of it, but this is what happens.
This meringue is fucking raw! This lemon essence is fucking raw! I'm trying to be that Irish Gordon Ramsay.
It's your baking show.
Don't become self-aware. Metal spoons. Who would have thought it? Now that it's nice and runny, we'll just try it over our heads. It gotcha. I wouldn't do that. Using a piping bag fitted with a 1.5cm plain tube, pipe 3cm discs onto a baking paper lined baking sheet. Leave for about 5 to 10 minutes so that they can dry out a little, while preheating the oven to 150 degrees. Now that sounds great, but I don't have a piping bag. Now it's very important you have baking paper down for this particular step. I don't know why. We're going to preheat the oven to 150 degrees right there. Bam! Sham! Thank you, ma'am. Shamalam. And I came up with a great idea to use this as a piping bag.
Well,
sorry, that's my ventriloquist cough.
You're not.
Okay, here's a trick that I'll teach you. I just came up with it. You basically just fold it around this cup right here. Well, this glass. I'll be chef speaky here. It gets a bit complicated, but this is what's called a glass. And then we'll just spoon it right in there. Spoon it right in there. Okay, so we got our little cut here and we'll just squeeze it all out of there. Nice and squeezy. Okay, so we want to make a few discs here. Ideally about 3 centimeters in width. That's not a circle. That's kind of a circle. I'm disappointed in myself. Please kill me! And then we're going to make 2 mighty macaroons, only for the most skilled of chefs. These should be not attempted at home. So that side will go on top of this side. It's double-sided, you see. It looks like a really big used condom. Anyway, I'm hungry. Let's do this. Let's put them into bake. Yeah. Should I clean this or?
You're not touching the food with them, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, I can just cut that out in editing anyway. In goes the macaroons. There's no space for the other one. These ones are slow cooked macaroons anyway, because they're bigger. You see, the special thing about baking paper is it doesn't go on fire. The reasons it doesn't go on fire is still unknown to mankind. You know, look at my feet. I'll do a dance to entertain the people while they cook. Don't look at me. Alright, it's time we check in on my babies. Let's take a look. Shut up, I'm on it! I'm on it!
His little nub got burnt. Little nub.
I love a good nub. Let's take a look at Big Bubba. Big Bubba, you're coming with me, see? Your days of crime are over. When they don't come out right, I get fucking angry. Luckily, they came out right. Or not. They were a joke. They were meant to backfire for the video. Funny fails, funny fails. They were meant to fall apart though. Okay, I've tried some of the monsters. Like, they're not bad, they're just misshapen and there's bits missing out of them. But it tastes really freaking good. I'm surprised. So I'm gonna get filling some of these and we'll double them up. Okay, so we're done. They came out pretty good. You won't see them though, because the camera person doesn't want you to look at them or anything. I guess we have to taste them. The only thing I'm a little bit disappointed about is that they're not very coloured, and we could have put in more food dyes of that, and I was going to, but the camera person told me not to, so I tried my best, but sorry guys, sorry. I'll work on trying to get them, you know, just better overall. So we've got 8 in total. We could have made a lot more with that batch. I ran out of room in the baking tray and whatnot, but we're gonna give this a try. I'm not a big fan of like spreads, like the lemon fuckery, I don't know what it's called, but we're gonna give it a go. That's freaking good. That is really good. I'm surprised. I have amazed myself today. I really didn't think that was gonna come out, well, even looking like one, to be honest. I got flashbacks to the other meringue, but this this came out a much better product. So I'm pretty happy. Let me know what you think of those. Alright guys, that's about it. That's the whole episode done. So I hope you enjoyed. It went a lot better this time. Maybe I should rename the series to like Decent Cooking or like Okay Cooking. I definitely give it like an okay out of 10. That would be my rating for this week. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know by leaving a like, or maybe let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed already, you definitely should. I will see you next time. Say something funny.
I don't know, it smells pretty bad. I can't breathe.
You see, there's one... I want to kill myself.
Thank you very much for watching. I just want to give a quick shout out to some Patreon supporters. That's Kim Gruth, Gervita Mitbo, Andrew Dills, Daniel Gallen, Daniel O'Neill, James Ringland, Joshua Webster, Lyle Smith, Ethan Kopp, Herbie, Caffrey Guyton, Anaconda Kiwi, Stuart Stephen, Dustin, Mark Caparelli and Winterly Parsley. Thanks so much, guys.